And a Fox News alert, Israel heading back against Hezbollah in Lebanon after the Iranian-backed terrorist group fired rockets at an Israeli playground, killing 12 children. It was the deadliest attack since October 7th. Former State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus joins us right now. Morgan, it's good to see you, albeit with this horrible news that we are still digesting. And we saw some of these response attacks from the Israelis overnight. That's just the beginning, probably, right?
Yes, certainly. This has been the type of thing that we have all been worried about and warning about for months, is what would happen in Israel's north. So we know in the south, that's where Hamas is, and they perpetrated the massacre on October 7th. But unfortunately, in the north, you also have about 80,000 Israelis that have been displaced since October 7th. That's 10 months later, Guy. And that's principally because of the things like this that Hezbollah does. Now, Hezbollah, of course, is yet another Iranian proxy. It's another terror group that Iran funds, trains, and equips in the region. And unfortunately, the military weaponry, the rockets used to kill these children, was, of course, made in Iran. So it all comes back to the Islamic Republic of Iran. And again, not only do you have them killing these children and wounding others, you have about 80,000 Israelis who are living in hotels. They're internally displaced within their own country, and they can't get home.
And they're displaced, and this type of attack is made easier, if I'm not mistaken, Morgan, because the international community isn't even enforcing against Hezbollah previous rules that were set out after the last time Hezbollah was acting this way.
So Israel and Hezbollah had a war in 2006, and actually at the United Nations, there was a Security Council resolution, and Hezbollah was supposed to completely disarm. Spoiler alert for our audience, that did not happen over the past 18 years. In fact, they have a very sophisticated ballistic missile arsenal. All of their military hardware is again supplied by Iran. We know that Iran has perfected their killer drones. They've given them to Russia to use against Ukrainian civilians. And so not only are they much more equipped from a military perspective, from military hardware, from ballistic missiles, their army is much bigger. They have the capability, Guy Benson, Hezbollah does, to overwhelm Iron Dome and Israeli Defense Forces. Now, why does all of this matter to the United States? Well, despite what President Biden said earlier this week, how he claimed our military wasn't at war, our U.S. Navy, Guy, has seen more action in the Red Sea than any other time since World War II. Our U.S. Navy is using something called TLAMs to stop the Houthis, yet another Iranian-backed terror group, from attacking them. They're using more TLAMs. They're using like a year's worth of TLAMs to defend U.S. Navy ships, merchant vessels from the United States and other Western countries. So when you look at what's actually going on in the Middle East, it is a chaotic period of time. It's even worse than chaos. It's all-out war in the Middle East. We may not have called it that. Congress may not have called it that. But we are at war every single day. And if Lebanon, if Hezbollah, which is in Lebanon, and Israel get into a full war because of what Hezbollah did yesterday, it's almost impossible for the U.S. not to get dragged in this, because we're already dragged into it, right? We're already getting hit. We're already getting aimed at by the Houthis.
You know, Morgan, when we look at American politics, you have the Biden-Harris administration. They have enriched the Iranian regime, which has empowered them to engage in this type of terrorism support on multiple fronts against Israel. Then there's been quite a bit of daylight between Israel and the United States during the Gaza war started by Hamas. That's a tough combination, I think, to defend from an American perspective, given what Israel faces in terms of this threat.
Yeah, you can put a different face, name on it. You could change the gender, but ultimately, this is the policy towards the Middle East that Barack Obama and his administration started in their second term. This was in the first term of Obama. By the way, I was in the Middle East as his Treasury attaché in the first Obama term. They had continued the Bush administration sanctions. They were still tough on Iran. And the second term, that completely changed when they decided to negotiate the JCPOA, the failed Iran nuclear deal that President Trump rightly withdrew from. And what we've seen is them just go back to those Obama policies that enrich Iran, that are rich in terror groups around the Middle East, and that get Americans killed. That's the most important point on all of this, Guy. Americans are getting killed, shot at, and attacked by all of Iran's terror proxies throughout the entire region.
Morgan Ortagus, thanks for being with us this morning.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.